Hello again. In this video, I would like to talk to you a little bit about a very important criterion for deciding on a good niche, let's say. Not profitable or with a good niche. Okay, let's begin. We're operating in a very hard time. 2020, 2021, we're still suffering with the outcomes and the consequences of having the corona or the COVID-19 pandemic. This could help you decide on a niche of very high demand during the time of the pandemic. However, make sure that the niche that you decide on today would still survive for the future. If you are a very new entrepreneur in the area of drop shipping or e-commerce. Very important criterion here, guys, is the popularity. How would you know if the niche you're thinking of is popular enough? You can resort to using Google Trends. Google Trends is a very good platform where you can fine-tune or fine-tune different features on it and options on it so that you can look at the trend line in certain markets, areas during a certain historical time horizon so that you can see if there is a future potential for pursuing operations with that niche. Let's take an example. Let's say that you are interested in selling t-shirts for millennials and you would like to focus on one theme, maybe cats. So you will, first of all, what you need to do is list down on your own for now and in class together with your team members. The second step after brainstorming a certain niche and deciding on a certain product, as you can see here, deciding on a certain product, list down now different keywords, features around this product. The second is to get to Google Trends and type in the keyword and examine the trend line so that you can see if there is an increasing trend over time or if the trend line, as you can see here, the average of the trend line over here, the whole average of the trend line is the trend line is around the average of the y-axis. The y-axis, indeed, if you read the documentaries of Google Trends, you'll find it very difficult for them even to let us know what makes up the y-axis. What is the y-axis? Of course, the x-axis is actually time. The y-axis is how trendy. It's not only about the volume of the searches, but it's more than one factor blended in together so that it will make up the y-axis. But you can understand it as the volume of search, let's say. So as you can see here, let me just take a close look on my computer. It's in percentage. So around 50% is almost midpoint. So if the trend line is around 50%, it's almost around the average or midpoint. If it's above 50%, this means it's even higher than the average. So the higher the trend line from the floor, let's say, the better the trend is. Moreover, the better if you have the resources, the time to service that trend, to service that product. Second, guys, is how does the line behave over time? If the line is increasing over time, then definitely this means there is a future potential. If the line is decreasing, this doesn't have any future potential. It is a bad idea to take on this this risk. So I will show you now how to, or in the next video, in fact, I will show you how to use Google Trends so that you can produce these graphs. As for now, I would like to help you interpret these graphs. Again, x-axis is the time, the y-axis is a percentage of how popular or how trendy that keyword is. And of course, it's up to 100%. The higher the line, the trendier the keyword. Also, if the line behaves in an increasing manner, this means the keyword has a future potential, and it's a very good trend to choose or select. Okay, look at here, the cat hoodies. Cat hoodies, as you can see, they're probably not, the line is not very high, but that doesn't mean it's bad, nonetheless. And you can see that there are peaks, seasonal peaks in every year. In this graph, I think we have 1, 2, 3 years. In the past 3 years, so we have 3 years on the x-axis. Almost in every year, there is the peak around a certain season, and also this peak is increasing. So it might not be a bad idea to sell cat hoodies so that you can expect a certain surge in certain seasons. For example, you are a TIU student and you have the winter off, right? Like January, February, March, you don't have classes. So maybe it's a good idea that you select a niche with 4, let's say, product categories, 3 to 4 product categories. I would like you to think about 3 to 4 product categories, and you choose one of these product categories with a high potential around a time that you have more time to service and look after your store. For example, January, February, March, as well as August, right? So it would be also a very good decision to take. In fact, guys, I will ask you as a group to present, to have a very short presentation, not the midterm presentation, but later, a very short presentation on reasoning. Why did you choose your niche? I really would like to know, why did you choose your niche? And the more reasons you're giving us or me, the better the decision is. It's a more, I would say, if it's based on statistics and numbers, it's more toward being characterized as an informed decision, right? So this is one of the things that in any presentation as an entrepreneur, if you show that you know your market, you know the trend, and you are basing your decision on numbers. Here, same story. As you can see, there is kind of surges, also seasonal surges in cat pajamas. You could focus on these products that have surges in around the time that you are free, or you could actually decide on product categories where when at one season one is experiencing a surge, the next season another is experiencing a surge, so that you can strike a balance throughout the year. So it's up to your sense of style, strategic style. So up to your strategic style, up to your lifestyle as well. So I would like you to tell us more about the different criteria that you used to make such a decision. Your lifestyle, the strategic style, or any other reasons. Is there any increasing over time, increasing trend over time? There isn't really. It's kind of stable. That's not a bad thing, indeed. Over here also looks like it's stable, but over time the surges is increasing. And please stay away from niches that shows or or exhibits a very decreasing trend over time. This is not a very good niche selection strategy. As for now, I would like you to spend a little time thinking about or brainstorming keywords. So I'll give you for this 10 minutes. First of all, please list down your product categories. At the very first exercise in the first video, you were thinking about an industry, a niche, and a certain products or product categories. Now, I would like you to narrow down the product categories into 3 or maximum 4. 3 to 4 product categories of your interest, and list down keywords around these product categories. In the next video, I'll show you how to use Google Trends so that you can test one or more keywords. So we can compare also the trend lines. I will show you that in the next video. All right, goodbye for now.